Hello, everyone. Welcome back to tonight's episode of Sajon Block Marathon Madness. Happy Tuesday night. So tonight we're going to talk about season. We're going to go back to season 3, episode 18, which is called "Who is Brandon?" Coco Minkuku like Coco Puffs. And season 3, episode 19. We're doing back to back. Brandon, you're done. So let's talk about Brandon. Who is this Brandon? So let's do season 3, episode 18. Who is Brandon? Okay, so here we go. So in this episode, it's a normal episode. He gets breakfast. He goes to Breakfast Club where Brandon is at. Oh my god. Here we go. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be madness on this Marathon Madness tonight. Well, every night, especially this one. So he hangs out with Erica, he gets breakfast, he eats breakfast, he chit-chats with all his friends, the Savage Club slash the Brotherhood 2.0, which I'll have to talk about the lore of uh, the Savage Club in a different Marathon Madness in the future. So anyway, and explain what it is and explain who's in it and what in the world. But anyway, but Brandon is in here and he's a little bit cuckoo. Like the episode says, he's a little bit mental. Uh, and there's a guy in there named Vander. And is obsessed with vampires and all this horror crap, bull crap. Um, anyway, that's just how crazy it is. And Vander and Brandon apparently have a beef, and they have been having a beef for a while on preview, which I'll get to in the future. But every day at Breakfast Club, they kind of get at it. So it seems like almost every other day, every day, sometimes every day, every moment. Oh my gosh. But it seems like they get at each other argument. This is crazy. This is crazy in the Breakfast Club. Almost every day. Sometimes they're chill, but most days they're just kind of crazy. Where there's meltdowns, where there's crashing out, where things are big phone arguments, division. And this particular day at Breakfast Club, Vander, this Landon and them go at it, and I think they're having an argument about something. And he has Brandon's favorite cereal, apparently. And this is breakfast. And this episode titles, and I came up with these titles. They're so funny sometimes. But so he was eating Coco. He's all crazy, and Brandon is truly cuckoo, and you'll find out why. I think, and this is what happens. So Vander and Brandon are going at it. He calls him a vampire. Vander the vampire. Oh my god. That's what Brandon, I think, says, and they're having beef. He has and Vander gets mad. He's a little bit cuckoo as well. I will, and shy and kind of shady. Knocks up and Brandon is just freaking out, crashing out. Oh my god, oh my god. And Erica's trying which is also his person, tries to calm him down. It looks crazy. But Brandon gets up and throws milk at Vega. It's just kind of crazy. And Mr. Backham turns it to Mr. Backer, the person in charge of this Breakfast Club, the sponsor or whatever, takes Brandon and Vander out. The principal separate them. They go to the office. He's screaming. Right, that's his Brandon's famous thing is screaming and acting crazy. He is truly cuckoo like Coco. That's what Hunter says in the episode as well. That Brandon is cuckoo like, oh my god. Hunter's thinking, oh my gosh, I might have to do something about Brandon or Vander, split him up and remove Brandon from the Savage Club, remove him from the Breakfast Club, we'll see. And Mr. Cracker is thinking about taking action. Like, oh my gosh, this is kind of that was kind of crazy. He is truly cuckoo, crashing out like Cuckoo Puffs. Cuckoo Puffs. That's probably why he's crazy because of the Cuckoo Puffs that he eats at breakfast. Okay, But they move on. The bell rings. He has to go first period, do English, and then to second period, which they just do what they do, and then they go to second period, Miss Warnock with reading, and then play algebra with Miss Cornell, and then they go to lunch. He has his Brotherhood meeting. They just have fun. They talk about the craziness from the Breakfast Club because some of the people in the hallway saw it from the Brotherhood because it was close to the when they were walking to the first period. But anyway, it was just kind of crazy because our room is like on the steps. But anyway, what you first see, so it's kind of crazy. But anyway, they talk about that. They just have fun. They eat their lunch. And then they go to study hall and then science with Miss Fairchild, fire, Mr. Neville. They're doing whatever music stuff. And they go to chaotic civics, which is always chaotic. It's just crazy. But um, and then they go to resource. She does math. Erica, Jennifer, can't all of it. Hannah is kind of crazy, but he gets it done. Um, and then he goes home for the night, and that's it. So now let's go to the next episode, which is episode 19 of season 3. Brandon, you're done. Here we go. So let's imagine what this is going to be. If last time was kind of a disaster, oh my god. So, so here we go. He gets to Breakfast Club. He gets breakfast. They hang out for a little bit. Brandon has another argument, another clash out with Vander. Oh my god. And this is where Hunter has had enough, saying to Brandon, hey, you can't be acting like this. This is crazy. You're being kooky like Coco Puffs. Yesterday, today, the last couple days before this. And you know what? You're gonna have to be kicked out of the Brotherhood 2.0. This is enough. And I think also Mr. Parker basically says that you're done as well of being in this room for a breath, I believe. Um, well, they get split up, so the whole Brotherhood 2.0 is pretty much ruined and split up. But for now, but he keeps it for now until a couple days later. But anyway, couple weeks, which we'll get into that. But Brandon is done with the Brotherhood. He's done with the Savage Club. He's done with all of it. So he's done. Brandon is done, and Vander, the vampire, saved by Brandon. So um, that was just the breaking point. If the last time it wasn't the breaking point, this time what truly was, it was done. They have Mr. Becker, Hunter, Erica, everybody has had, Vander especially has had enough of Brandon, and we're saying, Brandon, you're done. You're done. And that's what Hunter says, Brandon, you're done. But yeah, so after that craziness, the bell rings, he goes to period, second period, third period, Brotherhood meeting and lunch. They eat their lunch, they chill, they relax, they have fun, they're savages. And then they go to study hall, science, choir, chaotic civics, they do that. Resource, he gets the math done, he gets it done, he heads home, the day is done, the craziness is done. Well, for now, until it happens, until more freak show craziness with the Brotherhood and everything else, because the Brotherhood and some other people are just a freak show. So that's it. So that's it for tonight. I'll see you for Wednesday night for another episode of Sajon Buck Marathon Madness. May God bless and protect each and every one of you. Have a good one. Bye for now and see you tomorrow night. Bye, everybody.